In today's video, I'll be ranking every Black Series helmet released so far.
Videos on the Scruffy-Looking Nerf Hoarder channel are intended for audiences of 13 and above.
Hi guys, I'm the Scruffy-Looking Nerf Hoarder and welcome to my channel, where I like to review Star Wars toys that have been released over the last 40 odd years, including Nerf blasters, Super Soakers, Disney Park exclusives, Hasbro toys and much more. So if that sort of thing interests you, please consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. In today's video, I'm looking at all 10 Black Series helmets that have been released by Hasbro so far. Picking my favourite and my least favourite and all the ones in between. Let's go. Number 10 on my list is the Poe Dameron helmet. Now, by no means is this a bad helmet. It's a really nice helmet. But just when I compare it to all the others, this one's my least favourite. It's got some really cool detailing on there. Let's get a bit closer, you can see there. Now, the microphone's pretty good because that can be folded away. It can also be turned, so you can have it either way. And again, it moves quite nicely there. The visor can go up and down, which is a really nice feature. And inside, all this cushion stuff there is what's the bits for your ears. This can all be removed, so if you do have a bit of a bigger head, you can just take all this out. What I like about this one is the buttons are quite nicely disguised into it. So this big logo here is actually a button, and where's the on-off switch? You can see right there is an on-off switch. So when you turn it on, you push the button, you get sort of BB-8 noises, and then you can hear the X-Wing, Poe's X-Wing noises as he's flying along. So as you put it on, you get those sort of sound effects, so you can sit there and just imagine fighting the First Order. I think the sound effects are a bit unnecessary. You know, I can't imagine many people putting this on and just sat there for 10 minutes listening to some sound effects of a battle. It seems a bit odd. But again, the details are really nice. So this one is number 10 on my list. Number 9 on my list is the Kylo Ren helmet. This is the first Black Series helmet to be released quite a few years ago, and it does really look nice. It does have a voice change built into it, but it is garbage. It's really bad, so that does let it down, and it's got some awful seam lines on it. So again, that does go against it. But you know, as an actual helmet, it does look really nice. You know, I think it's a bit undersized, but I think it looks really good. Again, it's a really decent helmet. Quite hard to pick this up cheap nowadays. This helmet is skyrocketed in price. But yeah, it's a decent helmet overall, but number 9 on my list. So next on my list is the Stormtrooper helmet. Again, a really nice design. There's not much wear to it, but I think it looks absolutely brilliant. It's got a voice change facility built into it, and the button's really nicely hidden away. As part of his ear bit. But yeah, the actual voice change part of it is terrible, really bad. And what makes it a bit worse as well is these bits in the back where the battery compartment is, and then these little gaps where obviously the sound comes out. That sort of really lets down the look of it. But yeah, I actually not the biggest fan of the Stormtrooper, so that's why it's probably a bit lower on my list. Next on my list, the Incinerator Trooper, and again it's the same helmet, just a slightly different paint job on it. But this guy's a bit cooler because, you know, in the first season of Mando, when you see him coming in with that flamethrower, he just looks badass. And you know, it kind of looks a bit more, I don't know, it looks a bit more like a horror movie Stormtrooper, doesn't it? He's got that real sort of look like he's going to kill you. So just because of that, I think I prefer this one a bit more. So there he is, Incinerator Trooper. Next on my list is the classic Black Series Stormtrooper. So this is a really nice helmet. Again, has the same problems. Sound is absolutely terrible. Battery compartments and speaker holes. But this is a really iconic look. And this is based on the Rogue One Stormtrooper. So not quite what we see in episode 4. Like these bits are, rather than being flat, they're like indented. So you can do that. But this to me is Star Wars. Really, really great look. So yeah, really, really happy with that helmet. What's better than a Stormtrooper helmet? Of course, a Shadow Trooper helmet. And again, it's the same helmet, just a different paint job again. But this one's got one difference that makes it stand out, which I love. And it's these eyes, the like mirror eyes. They look absolutely incredible. And I think that really does make this one stand out a little bit when you compare it to the others. I really, really do like that slight difference in it. I think it makes it look really, really nice. Next on my list is the prototype Boba Fett helmet, and I think this is a really, really decent helmet. I think it looks really, really nice. I like the fact, like the Boba Fett helmet that's coming up, it has that detailing inside. I think that's really, really good. And I think it looks pretty good. Now, I know a lot of people aren't happy about this helmet, and that's probably why it's a bit lower on my list. And that's because this is based on the prototype Boba Fett, not Boba Fett. And this should be all clear, but you probably can't notice it too well. But on the actual white bits here, there's a lot of wear sort of in the mold. So on his here, you can, I don't know if I get close enough, can you see there? And obviously that shouldn't be there. This should be all clear. So, you know, they basically just reused the mold for this bottom bit from the Boba Fett helmet. And I can't blame them. And I think this looks great on a shelf, to be honest. So that's why it's quite high up on my list, just because I love Boba Fett. And I think this helmet looks really, really cool. But I can understand why people do have that problem with it, having to wear it. I mean, you could feel it just with your hands. I could feel that there's like sort of like little blemishes in it. And obviously that's because it uses that Boba Fett mold. I mean, they've used a whole new bit up here, so the top of the dome looks good. And from a distance, like when I put it on my shelves and my videos, you know, no one ever notices that it has those marks. But obviously, if you look close enough, you can see them. Number 3 on my list is the Darth Vader helmet. And this thing is pretty amazing. What I like most is the detailing under the actual main bit of the helmet. So this could come off, and you can see there it's got all these extra bits that you see in Empire Strikes Back. And I think that's really nice. I've got a few other Darth Vader helmets, and none of them have that. It's a really, really cool feature. Also, what's a bit unusual about this helmet is it's got sound effects, but you have to almost take it apart. So again, it's got this bit, so this bit could come off, and you can see there's a lot of detailing on the inside of this, whereas there's some of this breathing bits. And what you have to do is almost attach this around your neck, and then attach this bit. And I find this is the most claustrophobic one to wear, because I feel like I can't take it off easily. And when you put that on, you get some sound effects. It's got all the magnets along there as well, so it's a really clever way of fitting it all together. And then yeah, this bit just fits on the top as well. By this point, Hasbro knew that they couldn't do the voice changing tech in it, so this one thankfully doesn't have any voice changing, just has the sound effects. But I think this one looks really good. There's something not quite right about the sculpt, so which is why it's not higher on my list. I think it's maybe to do with like it's just missing part of his neck. But again, it's a really, for the price point, a really decent helmet. It looks so nice. Number 2 on my list, and Red 5 standing by. I grew up with the original trilogy, and I love Luke Skywalker, so this is a dream come true, having a helmet this accurate to what we saw in episode 4. It looks just looks really, really great. It's got a lot of detailing. It's got the same sort of padded cushions inside like the Poe Dameron helmet. Again, they are removable, but they feel a lot more higher quality than the Poe Dameron helmet, and they've got some nice stitching in there as well. You can see the microphone. You're able to pose it, and it stays in that position. Again, it does have sound effects and lights. The buttons are really well built in, so this is a button even though it doesn't look like it. So when you get some, there's R2D2. There we go. You get some lights as well inside. The only bad thing about this one is the actual lens piece here doesn't go up into the helmet, which is a bit disappointing. It is just stuck there, so that's the only negative really I have with this helmet. But apart from that, I think it's absolutely great piece of kit. Really, really nice helmet. And number one on the list, of course, it's my man. It's Boba Fett. What a helmet! Let's get a bit closer to the camera. You can see the detail on this thing. And when I was talking about the prototype Boba Fett helmet earlier, this is what I was talking about. All these marks and scratches in this. You can feel them. They're not just painted on. They're there, which is amazing. For the price point, this helmet has got some serious detail on it. It looks so good. And the fact that they went that extra mile and did the detailing in the side as well, I think that's really incredible. Really, really outstanding work there by Hasbro. Really great helmet. It's got a little button here. You can push, get your viewfinder down. It's got the lights on it. Just looks so good. You can remove this bit as well. Get a little bit of target on there. It just looks so cool. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that for Black Series helmets. I don't think. That is really, really amazing. So what do you guys think of my list? Let me know in the comments below. And until next time, may the foam fling of force be with you.
Greetings, Exalted One. As a token of my goodwill, I present to you these two videos. Both are about Star Wars weapons and will serve you well. Until next time, may the foam fling of force be with you.